Welcome back to People to People. I'm Micah Mateer. Let's get started. A lot of people don't know it, but October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. On average, nearly 20 people are physically abused by an intimate partner every 60 seconds in this country. Those numbers are devastatingly close to our first guest today, a mother whose story of unimaginable loss is inspiring others to speak up and get out. Welcome to Cleopatra Barrett. Thanks so much for coming in. Let's talk quickly about your story, because it's a sad one. You lost your daughter to domestic violence, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Tell me about KLEO, your namesake.
Okay, well, actually, KLEO was 27 years old. She was the youngest of 7 children. She hadn't dated this young man in approximately 4 years. And he pretended that he was sick and called her and asked her to bring him something to eat. And she did that. That's the type of child she was. You know, she was very caring, so she went and she took him something to eat. And then that's the last time we saw or heard from her. Now, the thing about that story is the night before, or the day before, I believe she was killed on a Sunday, but Saturday she had spent the whole day with me. I have a beauty salon, so she had spent the whole day. She had got her hair done, her nails done, her feet done, asked me to go to a party with her, and I told her I didn't think I wanted to go to a party. So then she's the type of child that called me every day, all day long. So when I didn't hear from her that night, I said, well, she must be having a good time at the party. And then when I didn't hear from her that morning, the next morning, I'm like, something's wrong. Because not only did she call me, she called all her sisters and brothers. So I called someone and said, have you heard from KLEO? And they said, no. And so I said, well, something's wrong. And that's when her brothers began to look for her and her father, and they reported her missing. And she was a Cook County deputy sheriff. So her picture was on the screen, on the TV. And then when they found, my sons actually was the one that found her car. They looked for her car. And they found her car parked outside the ex-boyfriend's house. And they called the police, and that's when they found her.
And he killed himself.
Yes, he did. He killed himself as well. So he shot her, and then he killed himself.
Was there ever any indication that he was violent before when she dated him?
No. When she dated him, he used to come by my house, the two of them together, used to fix things, put up all my Christmas decorations for me. I haven't put up Christmas decorations outside since then. So we had no idea he was violent like that. I do believe that one of my sons said that he was overprotective or possessive of her, but I didn't see any indication of that. He just liked to be with her all the time.
Right.
Yep. And I
Possessive,
guess when they, I guess when they broke up.
Now this prompted you to start KLEO Foundation.
Yes.
To help victims of domestic violence.
I was actually sitting at the funeral, I believe, or either the service after, church service after, and I was thinking about her because she was a loving child. She worked at the precinct, the juvenile department of the Cook County Deputy Sheriff on Harrison. And she loved children. She always did. And she did a lot for everybody. So I was thinking, how could we keep this going on? The love that she showed the whole entire family and people outside of the family. So then I said, well, maybe we'll start something called the KLEO Barrett Angel Foundation for victims of domestic violence.
10 years now you've done this.
Yes.
And you, service 50 kids or more?
Well, we service 50 kids a day or more.
Wow.
Yeah, there are different programs that they have going on. And then at the affair that they have, which is the banquet, they usually pick one person that's been a victim of domestic violence, and they give them the Angel Foundation Award, which might be a scholarship, or it might be something else that might help them.
Did you ever imagine that starting from that,
that
this would become what it has become?
No, I had no idea.
And you learned a lot too by doing this.
Yes, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot, and I've met a lot of people, and I had no idea that domestic violence was as widespread as it is. And some of the stories I could tell you that would just be devastating.
Oh, I'm sure.
Unbelievable.
If you could tell someone out there listening today one thing, what would you tell them?
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you want somebody to be nice to you, then be nice to them. But if you don't want to leave somebody with a bad feeling, because feelings are what people remember most. You can say a lot of things, they might forget. You can do a lot of things, people will forget. But the way you make them feel, if I make you feel good, that's what you're going to remember. If I make you feel bad, that's what you're going to remember.
So victims, if you feel bad, get out.
Yes, yes,
right.
Absolutely.
KLEO Foundation, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good work you're doing over there. You can find the CLEO Community Family Life Center at 119 East Garfield. That's on Chicago's South Side. For more details, visit thecleocenter.org.